Welcome to Drawing Conclusions. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Josh.
Today we're reviewing Paddington 2, starring Ben Whishaw as the voice of Paddington, Hugh Bonneville and Sally Hawkins as the heads of his adopted family, the Browns, and Hugh Grant as the villainous master of disguise, Phoenix Buchanan. Paul King returns to the series as both writer and director, with co-writing credit going to Simon Farnaby. Paddington is a sweet and well-meaning bear who is always getting himself into trouble, and gets himself into some very bad trouble this time around as he ends up in the wrong place at the wrong time as he works to earn money to buy his Aunt Lucy a very special birthday present. It's a whimsical, fantastical story centered around a talking bear who wears a duffel coat and makes marmalade. It's just pure fun.
Now there's a bit of a feeling of a who's who in UK acting with this cast. Brendan Gleeson taking a big supporting role as Knuckles McGinty, as well as Julie Walters as Mrs. Bird, the Browns' housekeeper. There's also Richard Ayoade, Eileen Atkins, Peter Capaldi, Jessica Hines, and Joanna Lumley.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to see all these people that you know and have seen in lots of other things just show up throughout the movie.
Cameos. It's really funny. The best part for me was Hugh Grant. He was very funny. His role was well written. And you can tell he's just having a great time. So much fun with this character. And he dresses up in some crazy costumes, and not just his disguises. I mean, it just really kind of pokes fun at this whole, failed actor persona.
Right. Well, I felt that there was a bit of poking fun at himself and his own image. You know, Hugh Grant's older now, but, back in the day, he was this, floppy-haired, handsome playboy, So I felt like he was poking fun at that a bit, which was kind of nice to see. And then there's an in-credit scene with him that's really hilarious and definitely worth sticking around for.
Yes. Totally agree with that.
I also really enjoy the characters of Mr. and Mrs. Brown. I really like their relationship and their personalities. It's fun to see Hugh Bonneville doing something that's really different from the role that I'm most familiar, having seen him in Downton Abbey. And Sally Hawkins, I don't know, there's just something about her. She radiates this just really fun, joyful charisma. I really like watching her on screen.
Yeah, Hugh Bonneville, seeing him not be in Downton Abbey is so shocking. And then doing something completely different like Paddington.
Yeah. The role is just so different. Yeah.
The film itself looks bright, very warm, very inviting. This is not a, dreary London at all. It's very clean, child-friendly, and also Paddington himself is very well rendered. It doesn't look fake and seems like he could fit into all of the different scenes and scenarios that they put him in.
Yeah, it's a nice looking film, and I really loved the way that they incorporated the art from the pop-up book that's like the center prop that the story kind of revolves around. I really love the way that they incorporated the art from that book into the movie. So Josh, what did you think about the movie overall?
I was definitely entertained. I had a good time watching it. Our kids loved it, and so that's always good. And the pacing was good throughout, really quick, nothing lagging. But also for me, it was just okay, not super memorable, and far from the best family film I've ever seen, but most definitely not the worst.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's not the best family film I've ever seen. I think Pixar kind of reigns supreme for me in that area. But
it's a really high bar, and so.
But unlike you, I really enjoyed it. I thought this was a delightful family movie. It's safe for the whole family, but it's still a good time for older kids and for mom and dad. And I laughed out loud many times during the movie. I found it very charming and sweet. So I think I enjoyed it a bit more than you did.
I think so. And that's okay.
So, Josh, now you have to explain this kind of odd picture that you drew to go with our review of Paddington 2.
Well, kind of playing with the look of Paddington, and his coat kind of reminds me of a raincoat. And in some pictures he's wearing galoshes and boots from his old illustration days. Anyway, and the movie It just came out on Blu-ray, and so I figured I might draw him in the poster, since he's always getting himself into trouble. But as I researched more and looked at the drawings of the old Paddington stuff by Michael Bond and illustrated by Peggy Fortnum, that I wanted to do something really classic, watercolor, pen and ink, And then it just got me thinking, well, why not include Winnie the Pooh? He was always a favorite of mine and had a lot of fun with him.
Also an English literary bear.
Right, A.A. Milne.
Often done in these same kind of
tones and styles. Right? Yeah. So figured, why not have him hanging out in the street with Winnie the Pooh giving him a balloon and offering him to come into the sewer where he'll float to.
Well, and the red balloon is like the balloon in
right, all the Winnie the Pooh
like the
cartoons.
Is it Blustery Day where he has the red balloon. So right. That's kind of funny.
So I mean, I had a lot of fun painting this one, and coming up with the idea was also a really good time.
So I think the picture is kind of is pretty funny. I mean, I laughed when I saw it, but also a little demented, which just, I don't know, maybe sums up the way that your mind works. You're funny and demented.
Yeah, odd sense of humor. I know,
but... Release your sense of humor. Anyway, that's it for this edition of Drawing Conclusions. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe.